Okay, so I just want to show you one tool, and it's how to blend layers. So in PagePlus, currently, and it doesn't matter whether it's 7th or 8th grade project, but I have some different things. I have a couple random pictures I brought in, and I just used some text and put a color in the background of the text box. But just to show you here, this can make some interesting things, especially the more you play with it, the more you learn how to do cool stuff with it. But I just brought in a fractal picture and stuck it in the background here. Uh, the reason I brought in a person, I was looking at for something totally different and found some pictures where it looked something like this, but there was like an overlay of computer hardware or over the person, looked like circuitry and stuff. And this is a similar, pretty much how they would have done it. But when you overlap two different things in Page Plus, over here in the studio under color tab is blend mode, and depending on what you select, you can get some very interesting looking things. This almost reminds me of like X-Men where she's pretty much invisible here. um, as you flip down through these, you're going to see a lot of different things. Depending on what layer is on top will also affect the overall effect here. So if I were to move the fractal in front of the person, I'm going to get a different outcome than I am right now. So it can be pretty interesting here. Just something to consider. That doesn't mean you need to use it, but it's something to consider. If I take that out and swap it with text, uh, again, the different color in the background is going to have an effect on how this looks, and the color of the text is going to have an effect on how this looks. Also, whether this is in front of or behind the other layer. So I just have it in front, but definitely something that's worth experimenting. As I go down through here, you can see how it's going to change. But I just want to make sure that people are aware that this exists. It can be a pretty cool tool, and when you play around with it, you can find some very interesting things that you can do. So again, just something to consider here. Change my values around, and it's going to hold. So doesn't mean you need to use it. Sometimes it might be a really bad idea. Sometimes it can create some really interesting effects. So just be aware, check it out, see if you can create some more interest in your design using this feature.